Hello, everyone. Hello. There we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hello, Ellie. How you doing? Yeah, welcome. Welcome to a little bit of the Thaumaturge. I have no idea what this is. I ended up getting it through Humble Choice, which was like, I think it was like the main attraction, so to speak. I have no idea what the game is about. All I know is that you play as this motherfucker and he's got a book and you can play with it. That's all I know. But yeah, hope everyone's had a good day and a good weekend so far. I've been okay. I am very tired. I was half contemplating a nap, but I figured if I napped now at this time of day, I would be going to bed around about 1 o'clock. So I'm going to try and bear through it, see how we get on. If it's shit, it is what it is. But I from what I gather from the reviews and stuff, it seems okay. It seems okay. People enjoy it. Don't know how long it is. I think it's like, I can't remember actually. Let me have a quick. Ellie, what did we say? How long it was? Did we say it was like short or long? I can't really remember. Hmm. Oh, the main story is like 14 so hours, and then the main and extras is like 26. So we're probably looking at around about a 6 to 8 part, 15 hours or so. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we're probably looking around about a 6 to 8 parter. Hopefully it's not too bad and it doesn't really go skew or whatever. I've turned the graphics down ever so slightly because we know that my you know, I've got the tendency of fucking whacking them up and then it just fucking implodes on us. If it doesn't work, then it is what it is. We'll end up just jumping into something else. But I guess we'll see, won't we? But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well anyway. We've just finished up Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the Brushes of Death DLC. Quite interesting. It's not main story related, so it wasn't really... if you play Kingdom Come Deliverance now, and you have that DLC, it can arguably be avoided if you wanted to. It's not essential, so it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully this isn't too bad because we've scratched our itch with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and then we're going to be going back in another couple of months. No doubt when this comes out on YouTube, that one's already going to be coming out because we've got quite a backlog on YouTube because we tend to put like 3 or 4 videos out during the week, and I tend to stream like 4 or 5 times or whatever a week, depending on how busy I am or whatever. So we are actually quite behind. So we're still releasing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on YouTube, and I've played like 6 games since then. So it is what it is. I might just do like an upload a day. For like a couple of weeks just to kind of catch up. So yeah, other than that, we are going to crack on. That was the quickest. Okay, Thaumaturge is a word derived from Greek. It means miracles. The Thaumaturge, or the Tempermancer, is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognise flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of the Thaumaturge without being born one. Okay. Cutscene. Also, I'm not sure if my face is in the right place, but I guess we'll find that out, won't we?
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you.
Okay.
I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through.
Christ, who's this? That bitch
Remember,
needs a skincare
You're
routine.
not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Ligma what? Okay. So, who's this, like... This corpse, like,
Could you spare a moment
thing
for me?
going on?
I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
To be fair, he's right. We do look like
What's
shit.
your message?
Ooh, first player trick on him. Or go ahead and dictate your message. I'm interested about this. With his withers. I'm going to play a trick on him first.
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I
Victor.
have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Send greetings to your sister, maybe?
Please add, my love to you, my sister.
Touching.
Okay.
From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
Okay.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere. On every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Bro. Okay, so August 31st, 1905. I mean, I think, yeah, our face should be in this. I mean, I don't think any of this is important. Alright, cool. I'll read this. There's going to be a lot of reading in this game, isn't there? I already know it, and everyone knows I can't read. Dear Antony, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter, or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land amongst foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live amongst people who hate me. I am losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land that I fertilized with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me. Constantine. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anelka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Okay. Experience. So we got some experience from reading some of that shit. Dear Janko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves, have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half our assets in Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, me. Okay, cool. Anything else? Okay, find a miracle worker in the village. Right, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look at the village. Okay, perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goal easier. Okay. Warm coat. Blessed be our Lord. Oh, okay. Read this. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow in the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexandra Buligin were to be discussed and brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In a turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 people were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. Okay. Okay, he better get a proper honest job. Okay, so we're just basically reading... Is that people's thoughts or whatever? Coachman, okay.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
Ask if there's a healer in the village.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting? A guest?
Yeah.
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
Yeah, thank you.
I'd be grateful.
Yeah, I mean,
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
it did have very good reviews, especially with the storytelling. Prologue, hoping for the better. So there's chapters.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Okay. So past the little square. So we got the mini map up here. Find this. Right. What's... Examine. Oh, okay. So it's like. Hold on. Thaumaturge. So you got hearts. Main story is prologue plus 3 acts. Oh, okay, thank you very much. So you got so you got heart, mind, deed, and word. So heart, this upgrade enables perception in the dimension heart. Belongings. Revolver, which is a 6-round cylinder. We've got money, but it doesn't tell us how much. Passport, letter from Ligma, and my Grimoire. I never part with it. Okay. So there's the inn, and that's locked. Okay, so Luca. Let's talk to Luca.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Putnik.
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
Show no fear, I indeed. A proud answer. It not only draws from your floor of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Okay, I indeed.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your Znami. We are the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Okay, so is this combat? Yes. Okay, victory conditions. When your enemies lose all their health points, you're in the fight, naturally. The enemy's health points are shown at the bar below their feet, naturally, while your health points are represented by a bar at the bottom left of the corner of the screen. Okay. So you've got a health down here and focus. Plan your attack, select a skill icon above your opponents. So you've got a quick attack or a planned attack, which is 5 to 6 or 11 to 14. We can say attack you where you've got 15 health, or planned attack. Well, we're going to have to do one. Well, that's going to be an instant kill for your boy. That won't be an instant kill for him, so I think we should go for a planned attack on this one. Okay. Okay, he's gone. He's down. Okay, 2 health off there. Actions queued. Perception allows you to anticipate your enemy's actions to find out what they're planning and fold the actions queue at the top of the screen. For each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy's attack first. Okay. Precision cuts. Okay. I guess just planned attack. Although saying, yeah, so if we look at the top, it shows that maybe your boy doesn't attack. Your boy doesn't attack until round 4. Okay, he's nearly down. Okay, so we took another 3 damage, but I think that was just natural. We're going to have to do that anyway. He's only got 1 health, so we can do this. Quick attack, drop him, and we'll probably get some loot out of this.
Serves the Ruskies right.
Obtained Thaumaturge points.
They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Okay. I assume... we got the items. We got a Thaumaturge point. So on the Grimoire's cover, there's available Thaumaturge points that you can spend on the tree. Purchase skilled upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt Salators to enable further development. So we've got 1, so we can either go for heart, mind, deed, or word. Now, I don't know. Okay. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on the personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract saluters and allow young thaumaturges to make a pact with their first saluter. Your flaw is pride. If you nurture it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events in the future. Ooh. So is this like sins? Like these the flaws that people have? Increases the heart dimension by 1. Okay. And then we've got this upper. Okay. So is this a thing that we... Ooh. Ooh. This is interesting. Okay, so what do we go for here? Because we can either have... Give 60% chance of dealing double damage, which isn't a bad shout. We've got this, restores 3 focus. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is suffering in a suffering state. Or give a 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned attack. These two sound interesting, but I think the double damage is probably the best shout for us at the moment. Right, okay, cool. So, we're going to have a little look at... See if there's anything lootable around here. Warm coat, blah, blah, blah. Read this. So, I am not attempting that. I am not attempting that. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for many, be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their hands proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. Okay. Can we move the camera? I don't think we can we? Right, we're going to go up here anyway. Ooh!
Good boy.
Game of the year, we get to pet a dog. Can we pet him again? No? Okay, not game of the year. Can we go up the ladder? I don't think so. Never mind. Right, let's go into the inn. Who we talk to? Oh, right, it's getting stuffy. The read thing here. Now, I don't think we have to read everything. I don't think it gives experience for everything, so I don't think it's really needed. But we'll just read this one. Our correspondents report that a newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jerome Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan. I've fucking butchered that. Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor's General's address to be town's address. Words. The Governor's General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. Okay. Right, so we're just going to talk to your man here. We don't want to waste too much time reading everything that we come across. What's your boy
Forgive
doing?
me, sir. Is your name Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
I forgive you.
What?
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a stinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
So we can either say you believe in his miraculous power, or say you want to see it for yourself. Let's say we want to see it for ourselves.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
Say you were born in Warsaw, or explain how you tracked him down. We can say, yep, just...
I'm from Warsaw.
So, from Russia.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
Accept the challenge.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
Oh, okay.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Was it Hypnol? It's chloroform. Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wall better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Trace a certain Rasputin. Okay. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal, has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor. Okay, examine the object first.
Have you figured anything out yet?
Right, say that you got everything I need.
I'll return to you in a moment.
Okay, cool.
I can hardly wait.
Okay, so broken bottles are observations or information that you can acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Perception and objects. Thaumaturges possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions, actions, words, and thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. Traces. On other items, you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of three forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. You have seen it before, but not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
So we can examine this.
I failed.
What? Dimension force too low. Okay. So there's something over here. Too low. A penitential device of voluntary self mortification of body. So we don't know who this belongs to. Okay. So something over here. Maybe it's a. Yeah,
Who would
what's
have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
trace certain Rasputin. So this is your boy. Prayer book, an ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with the languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. What's dimension force? Not too sure. Rasputin's passions. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of the healer conceals an outstanding lover. Irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Okay, so yeah, so you've got no, wrong thing. You've got these like dimension. So you've got you got like different perceptions. So you've got heart, mind, deed, and word. So you've got the dimension word, dimension deed, dimension mind, dimension heart. No, don't worry. So skills upgrade. Each skill can be upgraded. Place an upgrade in its designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes up some space. Choose wisely. Oh, okay. We'll do it on the quick attack, even though this can do more damage. Like the outright damage of this is 5 to 6, doubling it is 10 to 12, but this would be 22 to 28. So arguably you'd get more damage from this, but at the moment, any double damage you do on a person that we're going to be fighting at the moment isn't going to have more than like 20 health at the moment, as far as we know at the moment. So there's no point doing this. We might as well get more, but then also you got to look at the DPS numbers as well. The more of these we can do, the more chance we've got this to proc. So, arguably, we would want to have it on this. Okay. Oh, there's going to be another one in here somewhere. Well, so we've got Deed, Mind, Word. We haven't got Heart, though, have we? Right, let's talk to Rasputin.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat.
Rasputin will remember this. Okay. I won't.
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
Let's tell him about our problem.
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
Okay.
I don't know if I can help you.
So we got a proud answer. It not only draws from your floor of pride's level, but also feeds it even more. Say we're willing to pay well.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
This is probably weird, but this gives me Percy and the Orthax vibes from Vox Machina. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Right, let's see if there's anything around here that we can have a little mooch at. Okay, so we've got that Upa there. Nothing
I
here.
need to get out of here. What is this sound? Shackles?
Okay, so our Upa's here. Anything actually we missed? I don't think so. Nah, I think we're good. It's a strange game so far, isn't it?
Blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision.
I'm trying to think who
It
voices this
always
guy.
has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
Oh, what the fuck is this?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Okay. Hello, love.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Have we just been robbed?
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yeah, fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely fine.
Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Love, just give me a minute. Jesus Christ. Find the person with a flaw that the Wild Saluter is seeking. Okay, so we got a Thaumaturge point. So we got another one that we can pull it into. We can either... Hello? Can we... Your bond is restored thanks to Rasputin's help. So we've got... Manipulation. Okay, so if we was to go to this... Perfect efficiency. Perfectionism. Self-cast makes every attack on an enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Okay. Restores 3 focus. We haven't used any focus at the moment, so I don't know how important it is. We've got Thief of Thought. Reduces 1 focus by an additional point if the enemy is suffering. Or we've got gives the chance to interrupting an enemy's planned attack. Now it looks like we got 4 altogether. The these things. I have no idea what it is. This we don't have. I imagine reduces focus. Strong attack. Is that the same? No. So we got a strong attack. We got this damage over time. I don't imagine we've got to. Okay. I'm just going to leave that for the moment. We don't know what they're doing at the moment, but is there anything over here? There's a few particles. No, there isn't. Okay. Can't go upstairs. No one's around here. Okay, cool. Let's go out to the village. Multiple objectives. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch to one you'd like to track. After switching, the object will reveal a path to follow. Sometimes this path is so mysterious that it eludes even an experienced Thaumaturge. No worries, the remaining objectives will provide a way to solve the quest. Okay, so there is the way up here. That did seem like there was a way up there as well, but we're going to ignore that. But it says on the map that there's something over here.
What do we have here?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
Okay. So, dropped apple. A bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling. Dropped a fruit basket and left this orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Okay, so can we do that? Belongings, no. No, ooh! Can I change what I look like? I'm more interested in what's going on over here. Okay, we got a
sensing.
Okay, so word of dimension force too low. Word, and I don't know what it's for. So wooden box, trace unknown. So we don't know who that belongs to. There's something here, and this is a dish shard. Dish shards. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelled, screaming, finger pointing, and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. Okay. There's something else here as well. A damaged axe shaft. The trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Okay, apparently we've got to draw a conclusion from this. Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they are out of breath, but they persist together despite everything. Okay, I assume it's this one then. Knock knock.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
Whoa.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Oh, okay. Okay, improve Thaumaturge. So that means we've got a point that we can use we've not used yet. So that's interesting. 36 and 33. If we get this, because we're going to get this anyway, we'll develop this. And then we can only put 1 point into this. Strong attack. If we put that into strong attack. Okay, cool. So, strong attacks and focus. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all their focus, causing them to enter a breakdown state. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allow the fight to end quicker. Okay, so if we reduce the focus on your boy, he's only got 1. This is conclusion. Alright, so we're going to put that. Reduces focus, removes all negative effects on you. Ooh. Okay, so he's lost focus. Strong attack opportunity. The enemy has lost all their focus and is now in a breakdown state. This is a great chance to launch a strong attack. Okay, strong attack on your boy. Not of this world. Inflict damage restores your health by 0, which is half of what you've lost. Oh. Oh. Big rip. Big ripperoonie. Reduce focus. And okay, so now we've done that. Now let's do another quick attack. Okay, so he's not down yet, but we can just end it up with a quick attack. He's got a planned attack in a couple of rounds, so we can just do this. Slot him right on the nose.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Do we get anything? The village residents, if thinking interferes with their actions, so much the worse for thinking. The locals are impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight for even the most trivial reason. Something is not right here. Okay. Okay, so a box, a wooden box, a hand-carved and elaborately painted wooden box. This box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The name of Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carving, trying to protect them from damp and rain, from all the evil the world carries with it. Trace familiar, impetuous person. Okay. And you got this thing here, which is also to Luca as well. Ooh. Oh shit, what have I just done then? Okay, Thaumaturge entries. So we've got Rasputin. Ah shit, what have I lost? Belongings. It wasn't in belongings, was it? Oh, poo. Shit. Is it entries? Was it this? Made of strings, sticks, and feathers, it supposedly protects residents from the influence of evil powers. So we don't know who this is to. Wooden box. Oh, it was this one. The damaged axe shaft. Although it already become mouldy from disuse, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. A loner by choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are other warm, delicate, and robed. Yeah, we've read that bit. Okay. Okay. So let's go on over here. We can go down these things here. Do we knock again?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please. Please.
Okay. So maybe we got to investigate a little bit more with Vesna in order for her to open the door. So we're going to go over here. There might be stuff over here.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Okay. What's this? A dead goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire of all the Bogdan's property to go to hell. Okay, wise woman, let's talk to her.
over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers, a witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Okay, so an observation. So the conflicted neighbours. A dead goose lies between the quarrelling peasants. The obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It would come to fisticuffs in a moment. Draw a conclusion. Neighbourly disputes. It seems that the neighbour quarrelled over a goose strangled in the act of revenge, a classic of the genre. Okay, so we can either use a heart, support the wise woman's verdict, or take Anatoly's side. Now, it says one heart. I don't know if that means we're spending the heart, or does that mean we need to have at least one heart to do it? I think it means having one heart to do it.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Well, that worked. Now, let me just check to see if I've got any... Yeah, I think it means we gotta have minimum one heart. But you already started with one heart, so I'm not too sure. Maybe it just means because you can't fail it then. Because obviously it's just the prologue. Lou? Right, let's talk to you. Let's talk to the woman.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Okay. Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Ooh.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
So, you have to look for shit in order to... Oh, can we go in there? No, we can't. So, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you so much? Have I harmed you so that you write about me like this? That you renounce your legacy, your land, and your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study, and now you're calling us stupid. Backward? You repeat after that rector of yours. Your boy, whatever, I can't pronounce his name, that Georgian, your language, is the language of dogs, and you want to write to me only in Russian? Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She is the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her. You can't. Okay. Diary of the Oblate Priest. Of an Oblate Priest. They say that every nation has its demons. Its phantoms, ghosts and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends and devils cursed by God are real, and they are everywhere. In distant Sirmia, people whispered the name Bukavak, a cruel beast whose presence reveals wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbours. A fairy tale, you say, but I've seen Bukavak. Here in there, I learned the rattle of its chains and felt its fangs digging into my neck. and tugging at every fibre of my soul, and I felt the fury that this wrath brings with it. The anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the oblate church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe. Okay. I assume...
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
We can't do 1, 2, 3. Well, we can't do 1, 2, or 4. So we are going to come
I
back.
hope you'll still be alive when I get back, man.
We will do 1, 2. We will have obviously more of a look round, but at the moment, I think we should probably just go Rasputin. Oh, what's this? Salt on the doorstep. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted. I think it was unwanted spirits. Okay, there's nothing over here. We'll go to... Let's go see Rasputin. Anything up here? No, can't go up there anyway. Never mind. Ras... Coach. Okay. We go this way? We can. Find the person with the flaw that a wild solitaire is seeking. So maybe... Yeah, maybe we do need to do that. I mean, it wouldn't be the old woman, surely not. It's not her. It's not Vesna. So I'm just thinking, would it be the old woman? You really like the graphics? Yeah, they're quite nice actually, aren't they? And this is like medium graphics. You know what? I'll see if I can... I'll turn them to high. See where we get on with that, because it's not too graphic intense, but if it starts to jitter or whatever, I mean, I can't really imagine this sort of game why it would, but it could do. It could just be really shitty optimized or whatnot. You know what, let's go and accuse the woman of fucking being an arsehole.
You've been going in so many circles.
Okay.
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
Pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Ask if she means the saluter.
Is this spirit you're talking about, not a person?
I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts.
Ooh.
We here call it a Bukovac.
But other places probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Something continues to elude you. Keep searching.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't seem like there's anything else in here. She's confirmed that there is a book of Ark. So potentially... Yeah, potentially we should just have a little bit more of a look round. Although saying that, I mean, yeah, there's nothing here. So yeah, I mean, I assume we could come back here anyway. Right, let's talk to the cartman.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so see, manipulation. Using Thaumaturge, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know the person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, the character interaction icon will change, and the Upa will appear next to the character. Okay, examine this. A shovel. The shovel still shows traces of blood and ice. Okay, and then there was something here. What's this? A rag. A rag reeked with the sour odour of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire. And no one would help. Such was his job. Such was his fate. So, okay, we come to a conclusion. The coachman is tired and weary. He worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is the moment of rest I can relieve his suffering. Okay, so we can apparently go this way for the thing, but it doesn't appear like there's anything else within this area, so I'm just going to go back. What's this? We've got 1 point here, I think. Manipulation. Yeah, we're going to leave that for the moment. There's one thing in here, Rasputin. I don't know if that is a thing. I don't know why I've got a... Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so there's a lot to this. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to this, isn't there? I don't know how big... Oh, fucking hell. Okay, the map isn't actually small. Okay, so you got that upper there, right? Let's manipulate the bitch.
I'm not going anywhere.
Listen, you.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
Do you wish you could do that in real life? Okay, so there's something over here. Talk to Rasputin. You get on the wagon. Before we go into talk to Rasputin, let's have a little bit of a nosy around here. Oh, okay, we can't go this way, so ignore that. And I imagine we can't go over there because it's all foggy. It seems there's something over here.
Damn it.
Dimension force too low. Okay, I imagine we could probably... Oh, we've got two. We've got mind and deed. Maybe you might want to go for one deed and one mind. Develop this. And yeah, okay, cool. I got those. I don't know if this is actually... Okay, so it did. So having the... okay, so that's interesting. So, Elder Vasily died only a year ago. And his tombstone was clearly already been damaged. Why? Stone strikes against stone, heavy, guided by a hateful hand. The blows carry anger, despair, chaos. The tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough. Okay, so someone blames this person for something. That much is clear. Anything around here? No. Right, let's talk to Rasputin. Yeah, let's talk to Rasputin. Hey, birdie.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Yes, thank you for his help.
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
Ask what he's doing.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
Doom. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, the doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good. Ask about the district elder's death.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
Okay.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
Vasily's death was not peaceful. The elder died in flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Interesting. So, superstitions. A woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. Its name is Bukovac. Draw conclusion. Okay, the village residents. A peaceful and happy village? Not quite. The villagers are rolled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame on their troubles on the actions of the Bukovac. They are trying to defend themselves against the dark force with folk methods. Okay, so it's saying we've got to go there. I don't think there's anything else in the cemetery for us, so we might as well go back to see the old biddy. So yeah, we're going to go do that now. Do you need a ride, gent? Sir, I do. We've got a burnt homestead or the village. Let's look at the burnt homestead first. It's a bit Sherlock Holmes, actually, isn't it? It is a bit Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so let's go and have a little look at this first. So before we do this,
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
so a door frame, a destroyed door frame. By some miracle, it survived the fire. Thick lines of wood grain are visible. Are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into words carved as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a deaf void. Fear of flames have embedded itself deep in the fabric of the doorframe, and trepidation about losing a loved one. So this is a Thaumaturge, and this is a Thaumaturge, so it's like a dimension. So this is heart, and this, yeah, the setting is good, to be fair. Like I'm not complaining by the setting at all. It's actually quite nice. This is heart, and I forgot what this one is. It is word. So I'm going to try and remember these: heart, mind, deed, word. Okay.
A horrible death.
So we got a heart again. The dried blood stain, it has soaked deep into the burnt boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Accurate, that's the word. Life left the body. The heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. So the guy someone was attacked with scissors, and then was covered up with so it was covered up by the house being set on fire. So that's what it seems like. So it was a murder. So someone murdered the elder. Okay. Is there anything outside? Any clues outside? Anything left? Anything by the well? No. Dirty bowl. So this is dimension force too low. And that was word. Hair cloth. That was mind. That's deed. So we are going to have to go back and see if we can find out a little bit more. Right, let's talk to Rasputin.
What do you expect to find in this place? The fire was almost a year ago.
Time doesn't matter much here. I'm looking for clues and personal traces that will lead me to whoever is carrying the flaw that lured the Salutor here.
I see. I thought I could be helpful to you, but I don't really understand what you're telling me.
Say why. Tell him about flaws and salutors.
Above all, flaws are deeply hidden marks left on human souls. They form under the influence of tragic events.
What does that have to do with salutors? Is that Latin?
Yes, from the word newcomer. People have always taken salutors to be spirits, demons, or imps.
Like from those fairy tales, the wise woman and the other old crones tell the locals.
Sometimes, those sorts of fairy tales and legends describe how humans perceive a salutor. They don't take a physical form. Salutors are attracted to the flaws hidden within people. Thaumaturges discover these flaws inside someone, bring them to the surface, and adopt them to lure the salutor. Those are the moments when I've usually failed. I haven't been able to hold on to a salutar. I didn't know how to bind one to myself.
What about you? Do you have a flaw?
I don't think I want to reveal my flaw at the moment.
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that I can now catch my next
I don't
salutar.
think revealing my
Make
flaw
another bond with it, and its
is a good
power
idea
will
for the
allow me to
moment.
start influencing people. Thanks to your help, I can once again discover people's flaws and the salutars hiding behind them. And I think I'm now able to catch my second salutar.
Rasputin will remember this. Explain what traces are.
People always leave behind individual bits of their personality, even on everyday objects and such. I can decipher the thoughts and actions imprinted on these objects, and then match them to their owner. This lets me gather immense knowledge about a person, especially if I need to find someone.
What else can you do?
Nothing for the moment. Say why having multiple salutars is dangerous.
If I do manage to catch another salutar, that would be a very rare occurrence, in fact. An ordinary Thaumaturge wouldn't even try more than once. Only a few have multiple salutars.
Why?
A proud answer, it not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. But that's feeding a flaw. It's feeding a flaw that I have, which I don't know if that's actually a good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, because is having the flaw a good thing? Because obviously it's the thing that draws the salutars, but at the end... I'm not going to use that yet.
Some have lost their lives trying, others their senses. I was close to madness. I lost my sense of reality. I didn't know what was true. But I know I can do it. I'm almost 100% sure.
Isn't this exactly the sort of thinking that caused your problems, that led you to me?
That doesn't matter anymore.
Then what's changed?
This time, I've got you with me.
That's why he came with you.
Why did you want to come here with me?
I have never gotten to know a Thaumaturge so closely. I'd like to learn as much as possible about your abilities.
I need to look around this place a little more.
Okay.
I won't stop you.
Okay, cool. Right, so, is there anything else in this little burnt out hut that we can have a look at? I very much doubt it. Is there anything up by these things here? No. There's no particles around.
I felt
oh,
something.
Oh, hello.
There is so much suffering.
So this is Deed. A buckle cut through the leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. It pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds. Once, twice, thrice. It cuts deep, all the way to the soul. Alright. Is there anything else here? I can't see get anywhere over there. I think that's potentially everything. We got that area over there, but I'm not sure I can actually get to it. Oh, particles. There's more particles. Hello.
True fear.
A rag doll. You gained rag doll. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the varnish of an age-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Okay. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm quite intrigued by this at the moment. Oh, hello. Talk to the upper.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only
as we
covered up
say.
the crime.
So is that the Salutor?
The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her.
Yeah, it's Vesna's.
She ought to know more about what happened here.
So Vesna's trace, the same trace can be found on the rag doll and the item dropped by the woman. Draw conclusion. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fears are stiff from anxiety. And her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what happened, what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Okie dokie.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Yeah, it was me.
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Let's fuck him up.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Oh, ho, 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 yeah, baby. Right. Start the fight. So we got a 29, 26, and a 27. Just upgrades. Let's have a look at the upgrades we've got. So we've got a relaxation. This reduces focus, restores your focus, and reduces focus by an additional 1 point if the enemy is in a suffering state. So we'll do the planned attack here, just because we've got to put it somewhere. Oh, we could actually, arguably, could we put it there? No, actually, we can't, can we? I thought we could put like 3 in this, but it turns out no. You can only put a tier 1 in these, and then I think this will go to a tier 2 and a tier 3. So this will just have to go to a planned attack for the moment. Okay, let's start the fight. Okay, who's first? Right, you're the first guy who needs to be fucked up. You've got 1 focus, you've got 1 focus, you've got 1 focus, you've got the highest amount of health. So, how about... let's reduce your focus. And so, the action cancelled. Well, if we do this and then bloody if we get him into a bloody state, he's not going to be able to do anything now, so then it's going to be on the upper that can do it. Conclusion. That's... we might as well do this. Okay, this might be a big rip on your boy. Yeah, big rip. Big rip. Oh, fucking slotted. Okay. Diversion. We can drop him as well. So we might as well. This restores health points, so we might as well go for this. Okay, so we've lost a bit of focus. He should die from this. I hope. Yeah, okay, he's dead. This guy, we can reduce him down as well. We're going to try and restore some of our health back. Double damage, 60% chance. Got some of our health back. And then he's still in a state of... he's got a planned attack. He's only got 11 health. We might as well just go for conclusion. Nice.
Are you alright, sir?
Giant Thaumaturge points.
Yes, but can these salutars also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back.
Grigori?
I have to visit someone in the village
Got a name
who can
change.
tell me more about what happened here.
Do we get loot by any chance? Okay, so we got 1 point that we can use. We can either put it into heart, mind, deed, or word. Now I'm going to hold out for that at the moment. Because I don't know what I want to be putting in at the moment because of... if we're going to be looking at anything. So we're going to pull it into the next thing that we can arguably see that we're going to need. So like, if we find something and it says we're too low, then of course we can just pull it into that and hopefully it's actually high enough at that point. Right, let's go and talk to Vesna. Because she's clearly got some shit going on.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at the Vasilis' burned-out farmstead. Lucas sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
Vesna, wake up, I know what happened.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
What's he going to do, burn my house down? Vesna about Luca. It is clear that it is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Draw conclusion. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl, and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasili's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
That's not a crack.
What do you want?
Calm her down and make her feel safe, or we can give her the doll. You acquire the knowledge and context required to give the response.
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a Thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
You don't want your doll? I don't fucking want it. Okay, so is by the woods. Go to the forest clearing, which I don't know where that is. Up at the north. Go to the forest clearing. Okay, we just went completely the long way. Okay, fair enough. Is it up here? Wise Woman's Cottage. Is it? Yeah. So is it out the? Is it out the front? And then we have to go round or something? Or do we have to talk?
Again.
This time it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
I don't think
Do
it
you
is.
still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
Is that as it sounds? I think it sounds like it sounds too easy.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me.
Or
I hope you'll
not
be able to
easy,
return
but
it.
it's more like
I
straightforward.
give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Okay. Is there a Luca around? Ah, here we go. Oh, this clearly is
I'm
Luca.
not here to fight.
Luca!
Okay, guy wants to fight.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
Bitch!
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
It's her.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could.
Uh-oh.
Get out of here!
Oh.
Here you are, Bukavach.
Oh, this is cool.
Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
Well, okay, we're not going to go for story, but I don't think we're smart enough to do challenged. We'll go balanced. Just because we know... Oh, shit. To defeat the Wild Salutor, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fierce he will fight back. The bar tells you when this Wild Salutor sends more enemies against you. So he's got 8 focus and 38 heal points. This would be very good. Damn it, you gotta get you got raid in 1 hour and gotta get some food. I will be streaming for 1 more hour. Because I've got food to do as well, and I've got to, you know, get to bed and all that sort of shit. So if you can stick around, great, but it's on you, buddy. Makes every attack on. I mean, that's all. All this is like good. All of this is good. How about we go to? That's a self-cast. I honestly don't know in this situation. Maybe we want to go to a. I'm gonna develop this. Powerful mind. But I'm going to leave it for the moment. I'm going to leave that. Okay, so start the fight. Okay, so Book of Ak. This is the Book of Ak's health. This is Doom. Suffering. It's in 5. Receives 2 damage at the end of every round. Maximum 4. Slow swing 1 to 2. So the first thing we want to be looking at is... we want to be trying to reduce their focus. So they lost 2 focus in that. I think we just got to try and lose the focus, don't we? If we can get them to lose focus before they attack, then we won't take any damage at all, which is fine. Then, oh, okay, that was fine. States. Book of Ak have caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read their descriptions carefully and don't get caught off guard. Okay, so suffering receives 2 damage at the end. I mean, and that removes all negative effects on us. How about if I do that, and then this, I've done double damage, and I'm going to be getting rid of the state on myself, so I don't take any more damage. Now it is in a state of what was the state called again? It's in a breakdown state. Okay, so how about we do a conclusion and he won't die from that. That's slow, that's slow. That isn't. So we might as well do both of these just to get this over and done. There we go. And there we go. So he gave us 2 health back. Now there's 2 of the boys. We did a lot of damage on this. It's got 1 and 4 on this. We might want to go for a... That's your boy. Oh, that's her. I think. Yeah, that's you. And you're not going to be doing an attack for a while. So how about we... We could just try a nuke. What's this? Complications. Reduces restored health points by 40%. This affects stacks twice. Okay, so how about we go for a... Our attack can do double damage, which if it's a 6, it'll roll a 12. And if we do this, it's an 8, which is a potential kill for 20. Okay, it was only 5. Okay, not the end of the world. Yeah, let's go for this. So that's done 6 damage. So it's not killed her yet. That's given us a state, but there is a thing we can do to give ourselves a... We'll do this. And then you use this on your boy. So that will put him in a state of where he can't attack. We've killed her. The Ooper has put us in a state, put him in a state of where he can't do any damage, and it's taken off the statuses on us, so we can just do conclusion to kill him off, and that should take down the Bukovac. You're quite a flaw of vehemence.
You lose, you lose, you lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Taming a Salutor. You defeat Bukovac, the D-dimensioned Salutor. But you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutor won't obey your orders, stops you from developing, and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothes his anger. You achieve the unachievable. Nice.
Unbelievable.
So we've got our second
How do you
Salutor.
feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
Are we gonna
And you... Why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Yo, bro, how big is his hands? Remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesna. So, we could either say, Luca, fucking don't do anything rash. Force Vesna to flee, but deed 1. I think... No, you know what? Fuck her.
Nothing has to be decided at the moment. Certainly not things that can't be undone.
Well, exactly. Beat it, you scoundrels. There's enough blood in this village already.
Sharing a village with murderers?
You were the first to spill blood!
It's not the same. If that's the case, you're banished from the village. Get out of here! We'll burn away the impurity you left in our village. Phew.
Oh. Interesting. So send a telegram to the railway station. So, our Thaumaturge, we've actually got this boy here, manipulation, and we've got this. So, this... We got the Bukovac. Oh, shit. We got Upa. And we've got one more point we could use, which I'm actually kind of... See, now this is fine. Only depending on what we actually put it on. This would actually be very good. And increases the damage from the Salutor's next attack by 50%. Now, that would be good, depending on which Salutor we probably put it on. I'm going to go for Lucky Chance here. So go to upgrades available. We've got damage over time. Gives slowing enemies. That would be quite a good idea, putting a damage over time on an enemy that's slowed. So it's more like a damage over time CC, so to speak. The Bukovac. Bukovac are sometimes mentioned in tales and legends of Sirmia, the part of the kingdom of Slavonia. They persify brutal force and the inexorable punishment for sins which is bound to come. That is why they are attracted to flaws bred by forbidden acts, like the district governor Vasily's murder. My Bukovac followed Vesna, a peasant girl from Transcaucasia, with a dramatic past. I did not get that right, we know this. He uses offensive state-based skills, perfect for finishing off heavily injured enemies. Not bad. This is another one. Okay, cool. I guess we can... Can we go back in there? Can we chat? Can we go back in? Because I want to talk to the old woman. Talk to the traveller. Anything over here we can mooch into? I don't think so. Well, we'll talk to the traveller anyway. Might as well.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
How you doing, mate?
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean.
Yeah, how you doing, mate? It's been a while.
To go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Okay, well, good talk, mate. I think that was well worth our time. Yeah, so it's quite hard to explain what this game is, but the Thaumaturge, is basically we are a Thaumaturge where we can... It's almost like we are searching for Salutors who are basically monsters in a different dimension which attach themselves to people who have flaws, and a flaw can be something like what we've just done there is someone committed a murder. We had to find out who committed the murder, and the way you do that is people leave their personalities to everyday objects, which we then will use those objects to kind of identify who these people are, like try and see more into the people, and then we can work out who the Salvatore is attached to, so then we can banish them or collect them or whatever. Been too long, mate. All good here. Spending time with family and time out and about on the bike while weather is good. Oh, lovely stuff, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I've been working. I took about a week off a couple of weeks ago with from streaming because I just needed a bit of a reset. Now I'm back into it. This game, we've only just started. We finished up a Callisto Protocol the other day, which was very good. I really enjoyed it. I don't know why, but it had really bad reviews. I think the reason why it got bad reviews is because people probably felt like it was a rip-off of Dead Space. But to be honest, the game was beautiful, and I was actually looking at things the other day where they was talking about the most graphic intensive games, and apparently that was like really, really high up. I can see why. It was like a beautiful game, like the graphics and stuff. But it was really, really good. Some people just said, oh no, it's shit, like they didn't like it, and I'm just like, I genuinely couldn't see why. And then we finished off the DLC, the first DLC with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, not yesterday, the day before, which was quite interesting as well. So we've been doing quite a bit, actually. So now we're on this.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Yeah, each to their own, mate.
Mr.
Yeah, of
Shulsky,
course.
I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail.
Oh, we got mail.
My condolences about your father.
Oh. Our Papa's dead. We don't like our father, though, do we? Isn't he a bit of a dick?
Do you still want to send something?
Okay, but maybe we just... I mean, I don't like you, but others do. Cheers, dude. Love you too. I know what you're doing.
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect.
Do you want to come with me?
And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
Tell him about my father's death.
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Oh, thank you very much for the gifted subs. I'm going to assume it's your boy Timmy D. It is anonymous, but I'm going to assume it's your boy. Thank you very much. If it is you, Timmy, thank you very much. If it isn't, then whoever it is, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. It's much appreciated. He's so cute. So cute. So you've just had to change your plans. Say that you've got to Warsaw. Yeah, let's say we got to go to Warsaw.
I have to bury my father in Warsaw.
That's very cute of you. Thank you very much, Timmy D.
What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor. Have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
Oh, another thing as well, Timmy dear. I don't even know if you're around next week. And this is not obviously just for yourself, it's for everyone. We've got a community night kind of scheduled in for Saturday evening, and it's Gang Beasts, which I've seen been played. I've never played it before. You're more than welcome to come along to it. I say it's for everyone. I don't know if you're busy or whatever, but it'd be good to have you around, of course. If you don't know what it is, it's on Game Pass. Just have a look at it. It's almost like a little arcade game. You have like these little people that you go around and you just gotta like try and beat each other up and like throw people off the maps and stuff like that. It's really stupid, but it's really fun. Yeah, sure thing, mate. Yeah, it's on Game Pass anyway, and I'm sure you've got Game Pass. I'm sure it is. Say no.
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Okay, so he's coming with me. I assume this was the prologue then. I want to assume it was the prologue. Yeah, it was the prologue. Well, it was simple. I think I'm going to have a good time with this. I really do. Once the cutscene is done, pray tell me what this game. What is this game? Yeah, I'll let you know in a sec. It's quite a bit convoluted, and we don't know all the information yet, of course. Oh, fuck, here we go. Okay.
Warsaw!
I was okay.
Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
Okay.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
So, I'll just quickly explain what the game is like, it's about so far. So we play as a guy called Victor, or however you want to pronounce it. And he's a Thaumaturge. Oh, hype chest. Ooh, cool. Little froggy frog. Yeah, so we play as this your boy, and he's a Thaumaturge. Basically, he can find flaws in people where flaws they are. There's these things called Salator. I think it's a Salator, which is basically like something from a different dimension which is attracted to flaws. So there was a woman called Vesna who turned out she had killed someone. She had killed an elder in a village, and a Salator had attached itself to her, which was basically basically bringing evil to this village. kind of job was to identify it by using everyday items that had been imprinted from the people. So like she had a doll and we could identify that it was hers because she left her personality on the doll. And then we was to somewhat banish it or capture it. Capturing it is like, I think it's more banishing or whatever. So it's almost like you were like a Van Helsing, so to speak. But you have to kind of come to conclusions. So you kind of, it's a bit of, you have to investigate a little bit. So far though, it's not too bad. I say it was only the prologue, and it was more to explain, like, I think the dynamic and the controls and all that sort of shit. So far, nothing too strenuous. Turn-based combat or whatever. It seems quite interesting. I imagine the yellow icons are like to go forward, but these are more like conversational. So I'm going to test this.
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
Yeah, I will, mate. Yeah, it seems interesting. Yeah, so I think that's what this is. So here we have a decision. We can say not under circumstances like this, or read him what the papers say about Warsaw. I'm going to say the first one.
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Okay, so this... give him a brief overview of the news.
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade? The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Tell him what you've sensed in the passengers on your journey.
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
Sure, I don't mind talking.
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw!
Sound advice,
Welcome
chat.
to Warszawa!
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a Sherlock Holmes touch as well. Which is nice, because we do need our Sherlock Holmes itch, because the last game we played with Sherlock Holmes was actually shit. So also a thing as well with this, it seems like it's a there's like a rebellion, or like there's like people protesting against the government, as it seems. Right, examine this.
When people unite, empires fall.
Yeah. Right, is there anything in this area that we can have a little look at? So we can't go down there. Yeah, nothing's over here, so we can have a look over here. Nothing here on the floor, nothing to... Yeah, nothing. There's nothing here, is there? Cool. Okay, so where can we go on the map now? Seriously, is there nothing here? There's a thing here to read, and there's a thing here to read. Okay. You sure it's not based in the UK in 2025? It's Birmingham. Or say it would be Birmingham if there was loads of fucking rubbish bags everywhere. I don't even know if that's still going on. I assume it is. For those who don't know, and obviously you can tell by the accent, me being from Birmingham in the UK, there was like a huge like strike with bin men. And it's been going on for literally weeks and weeks. Again, I don't know if it's been resolved yet. It's like talks of unions and all this sort of shit. But people just had like bin bags literally just strewn all over the streets for like weeks. So you can imagine the smell. It's probably fucking diabolical. The Warsaw Courtier. Their Majesties have arrived when the issue of the Courtier, or Courier, sorry. You think it is still not got the rise they want? Do you know how much bin men get paid? They get paid a stupid amount. Like, I know, granted, I know cost of living or whatever, but fuck me. Jesus Christ. I've heard they actually had right, members of the... Did anything major happen in the last hour? We didn't die. That's main. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got like people from the army that were just like, and they got people from the army going around doing it, and they've paid agencies like twice the money. I mean, some of them finish before 2 o'clock. Some of them are like at home at like 12. Because they will literally like, you have your route. They have their route and they go and do their route as quickly as possible, and then they go home at 12 o'clock. Like, I knew someone who used to be a bin man, and it's like, that's what they used to do. And it's like, Jesus Christ, lad. Anyway, has anything happened? We solved the murder of the elder in the village, and it turned out it was Vesna. She was the vessel, so to speak, of the Salador. And always getting away with us drivers, yeah, exactly. Yeah, she was the vessel of the Salador, which we fought, and we ended up being able to capture. And now I guess we can use it in combat. And now we found out our dad is dead, and we're now going to the funeral. So nothing majorly has gone on, so to speak. And we completed the prologue. So this is like Act 1, I want to say. The Warsaw Courier, their Majesties have arrived when this issue of the Courier is in your hands. The ancient city of Warsaw will be receiving its most distinguished guests. His Majesty Nikolai II, the Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland, and the Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Tsarina Alexandra Voyorodovna has arrived in our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw. On this long-awaited and joyous occasion, our city has taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area of the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their majesties on behalf of Warsaw and all of the kingdom. And with that vow of loyal allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desires and lasting comfort. These arise from His Majesty's words, who declare in his grand manifestos that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. Those gracious words of the sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland, and in the name of the comfort, the Polish people under Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognised and ready for a civic and public service. Okay. So it is useful to kind of read everything. I knew she was sus. Yeah, she was an angry woman. She was very, very angry. Voluntary. Well, we didn't actually figure out why she killed the guy. We just knew she did. Voluntary leaflets, brothers. The 11-hour workday. The 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike, put down your tools, and join the fight for our future. Okay. Okay. 11-hour workday is a bit rough. Right, is there anything here? We can read this thing here. Menu. Okay, that's just a menu. We're not really interested in that. My boots are all soiled. Okay. I guess we can just go over here then. We just... Oh, okay. There's the outside. I imagine there's going to be some stuff over here we can look at. Yep, there's 2 things to read, 3 things to read, 4 things to read. Lovely. All women are angry. That doesn't make all of us a bunch of murderers. Well... well... the Country Weekly Magazine. Change of Warsaw's Governor General. Today, the Supreme Order of August the 28th was announced. The Governor General of Warsaw, Commander of the Warsaw Military District, Adjutant General Maximovich, will be released from his current duties while retaining the title of Adjutant General. He will be replaced by his second-in-command, Adjutant General Scalom. Okay. Citizens, beware of the Thaumaturges, who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy and thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from those degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and souls. Let us get rid of those parasites. Recent research shows that Thaumaturge brains are burnt out from thoughts that go against nature, hence they cannot be treated equally to normal people. Let us act now, before it is too late. Okay. Wanted. To all police station chiefs of Warsaw, beware of your boy, leader of the Shivs gang, recently seen near Wrzboa Street. Description: hair blonde, eyes blue, face round, stature sizable, distinctive marks, dark circles under the eyes, signifying exceptional anger. He is a thief and murderer, particularly active in that area. Whoever notifies the authorities of his whereabouts or contributes to his apprehension shall be rewarded. Okay. The Daily Courier. The Chief of the Police of the City of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that, in connection to their Majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. In particular, constables will look out for the groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against Thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn Thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday, near Rismarska Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanding that Thaumaturgi be punished by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started to fight with the police. Unit dispatched on the scene. Okay, so we're not liked by the general public. So are we like witchers? Are we like witchers? Is that what it's like? So we got to keep our mouth shut, the fact that we're a Thaumaturge, because Act 1, the city that does not forget. Okay. Yeah, so we're like witchers in a way, aren't we?
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against
Oh,
brothers.
this is the
Russia has had enough bloodshed.
the
violence must
the
stop.
royalty.
When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald.
Yeah, that was
demands my decisive
that village
action.
was the prologue. Yeah.
Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
Okay.
A butcher.
Ask her.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Okay.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
Dude,
My
shut
first
up.
decision as Governor General of Warsaw.
What, are you gonna execute the guy in the street?
Arrestować.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Your boy should have shut the fuck up.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Polyaki. We want that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Ooh, now this is a thing as well. I don't know if we should be doing some of these like actions, these flaws. It not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but also feeds it even more. I genuinely don't know with this. Because if it feeds it even more, does that mean... I mean, the whole thing, we've got the Saladors who feed off people's flaws. So the more we feed into it, wouldn't that be worse? So we should really be using these proud answers for times that we actually really want to use them. Yeah, that's what I'm don't need... What do you mean don't? No, I don't think... I think we should be neat... Hold on.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
Wait, bitch, you've only just met me? Why you... How? Like, you've just met me? What do you expect?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
Oh, so you know.
Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy.
Ask who she is. Yeah, who are you? You bent the knee. And what? And what?
Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
Okay. Say you could have handed her in.
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Okay.
I'm going to take a look around.
Okay. Request from the girl in trouble. Right, so we got the pistol bullets. Bullets that fell from under the woman's dress scattered on the pavement. Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they are meant to better fit the cause. Fear, in which these difficult times makes its way to even the hardiest of hearts. And determination, the companion of courage, without which it would be impossible to face reality. Each bullet was hidden in the nook and crannies of the undergarments with care and precision, just like the previous time and the time before that. This is nothing new for the person who took the risk. Trace certain wonder. Okay. How about we look around it a little bit more? Can we? I mean, there's the corporal, there's the sergeant, there's the workers leader, and then we've got Vonda. Anything else? Okay, police barrier. A police barrier meant to help with keeping order during the rally. Its seemingly ordinary barrier carries the memory of a hand whose firm grip represents the determination of the one who controls it. It was the Gendarme commander, I think that's how you say it, I don't know, I don't even know what the word means, who set up the barrier, carrying in his heart a desire to return to the warmth of his home. All he needed was a scapegoat. Okay, I'm going to talk to your boy.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Ask if he wants bloodshed here.
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine?
Fuck off!
Excuse me? The workers' leader is a charismatic man whose words greatly move the crowd. He will not keep quiet even if it means ending up in a cell. Can we?
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send...
Can we?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees?
Okay.
I know.
Well, if you don't want to fight, then
Gendarme is police that works outside the city. Oh, okay, thank you. Talk to the sergeant. What does the sergeant...
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment. To arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Okay, Gendarmerie readiness. Gendarmes are ready to pacify the crowd. They won't hesitate to arrest those who draw their attention. Draw conclusion. The manhunt at the station. The sergeant wants to call it a day and go home as fast as possible. A manhunt entails a lot of work that he'd rather avoid. With a little nudge, he might settle for taking in the agitators and letting the rest go. The workers' leader is perfect for the role.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Poriak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno? Scrum! Dawaj.
Ooh. So we can hand Wanda over to them. We can make the sergeant accuse the worker. He did tell us to fuck off, which is interesting. And we can invoke your last name. Which we've got some... I think like we're quite high up. Or like our name has like weight to it. I want to say number 2.
Dostаточно. Should we go in and capture the worker who's mouthing off and let Deras go?
Da, Sergeant. We can use anyone as an example.
Шагом marш!
Goodbye.
You're welcome.
I wanted to thank you at our next meeting. We could use someone like you.
We? Meaning the people you were carrying ammunition for and who got you Dutch pomade for your hair?
You haven't just got pretty eyes, you know how to use them. Maybe you'll find time one day for some jam donuts at Burke Rotblitz's?
Okay, I assume that's where she wants us to meet. Okay, another meeting. Fearless Wanda, the smuggler of bullets, proposed a meeting at Burke Rotblitz's. Draw conclusion. The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly it wasn't the first time she's done that. Unfortunately, this time the garter didn't hold and the bullets fell onto the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again and we'll meet at Burke Rotblitz's for jam donuts. Okay. Anything else around? No, we can't go up there. We can't talk to these boys here. There's something over there. We can't talk. We can't do anything here. Right. Let's just proceed this way. I want to assume there's some stuff around here we can have a little look at. It might be some. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, so we've got the cemetery up there. We've got the tram stop. We've got a carriage up behind us. Police station. We do need to go to our father's funeral, so maybe that's an idea. Catch a tram. Yeah, let's catch a tram. Let's travel. Okay, what's this? Drink hot chocolate. Hello. A sweet aftertaste with a hint of bitterness. A postcard from the overseas world, where the song is heavenly birds meets the rattle of slave chains. I have no idea what this is about. Continue. Oh, is that just a... I don't know if that was just experience that gave us that, or if it was actually drinking hot chocolate. No, with an advertisement. Men's tailor, Roch Dobrudsky. Accepts all manner of tailoring works, offering the lowest possible prices. Expect thoroughness, tastefulness, and diligence from the start of the finishing touch. Wow, the Twitch stream I was watching just got banned. Was it a bathtub stream by any chance? Just a thought. Was it? No, it wasn't. Oh, okay. It was in real life. That's sad. Hopefully it wasn't nothing serious. 11 Prosner Street, entry from the front. Okay. Some more experience. We do have some more points we can use. I think we should probably just go... Oh, can we go? Oh, we can. Oh, actually, I thought you was going to get 4. Turns out we get more. As the game froze? I feel like the game's froze. Yeah, the game is just froze on me, chat. That's big sad. You're not sure? It just said all of a sudden Twitch deactivated. Oh, okay, that's a bit annoying. Yeah, the game is just froze on me for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna Alt F4. It might crash Discord, not Discord. Twitch a little bit. So we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. Thaumaturge. Terms of service. Oh, okay. Right. That's that. And we're just gonna... It's gonna drop frames. I know it's gonna drop frames. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, fair enough. It could just be a temporary thing. I mean, if it's a big streamer as well, then it could be a potential thing where it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. So it was a bit sad, but right, let's continue. Unless it's something serious. I mean, there's Twitch streamers they don't get banned all the time, but it's always a thing. Oh shit, it's here. Oh fuck.
Do you think it's a... What do you
want? We just got to skip through all this.
On my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Thank you very much, Timmy D, for the T2 sub. Thank you very much for 10 months as well. You're such a juicy boy. Thank you very much.
Do you realize?
Right, we're just gonna skip through all this.
Fuck off.
Yeah, he told us fuck off. Okay. And then we did this. Examine this. Yeah, cheers, dude. You are an absolute legend. Alright, we got the bullets on the floor. We examine those. I have no idea why the game crashed on us then. We talked to the corporal. What is this game?
Gentlemen, the crowd has received the order.
It's a weird one.
We'll give them a moment.
Right, we're just going to skip through all this. Draw conclusion.
Gentlemen,
because we've already done all this, and I'll explain in a second. Right. Make the sergeant accuse the worker. Are we back? Are we back, chat? Are we good? I have no idea what's going on. Apologies, everyone. If I'm back, I'm back. If I'm not, I'm not. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that was like my PC or whatever. I genuinely have no idea, but I just have to completely reset the whole thing. Yeah. God knows. God knows. But yeah, welcome back, everyone. But the thing is, we're not even going to be streaming that long anyway. We're going to be streaming like for another like 5-10 minutes. So I guess what we're going to do, we're just going to finish up on what we were doing before. And then that's it. But yeah, so what does the what's the game? I have explained this a few times. Oh, we've got this. Basically, we are someone called a Thaumaturge, which is the only way I can really explain it is we are like a Van Helsing, person, sort of thing, a Van Helsing kind of character, where we can, where we kind of dispel.
Do you think it's a good idea to
What do you want then?
Things called
My whole life on my
Saladors.
Do you realize and that it
Fuck off.
Yeah, so there's these things called Saladors who kind of attach themselves to floors of people, and we basically capture. We've captured two, or we've captured one. We already had one, and we can use almost like spells to kind of influence things or whatever. It's quite hard to explain. The story at the moment, we had a prologue where we kind of found a Salador in a village. We got healed by someone called Rasputin. It was just like a doctor and whatever, and he healed us. So then we was able to use our Salador again or whatnot. We use oh, hold on. Why can't we use this? Never mind.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
Yeah, I have
received the order. For now, zero response.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
We'll give them a moment.
Thanks very much. It was it's a whole thing.
We'll interrogate them.
Yeah, so then we have to do like some Sherlock Holmes. Now we don't have like deduction like in Sherlock Holmes games. We just have to kind of find evidence, and the evidence we find is things that like we can find for example, a doll, and it was people's personalities being imprinted on everyday items, which then we can use to trace where Saladors are. So it's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So far, though, it's quite interesting.
Gentlemen, back up. Davai.
Right.
Достаточно.
Да, сержант.
Шагом марш!
Okay, cool.
You're well.
So what we're going to do is, because this is what we was going to plan to do anyway, we was... I'm just skipping all this because we've already done this. Cool. We were going to go to our father's funeral. Is that a... It's a weird mark on the floor, isn't it? Never mind. There's nothing down here that we could read. We're going to catch the tram. We're going to go to our father's funeral, and that would be it. It's a bit of a shame because now I'm going to have to like do like a manual upload on YouTube or whatever. It's like a whole thing. It's really annoying. I don't know why it didn't autosave. I don't know why it didn't autosave when we come over to this. It should have done, really. Okay, over we go. I don't know if this gives us... I don't know if this just gives us points, like this is just like a collectible. It might not just be, it might just give us points. Now what we were going to look at when we were in here, this is when we crashed. If we just go for one here and... that gives us this, which inflicts damage, so it gives us another point. Or agony. Receives 3 to 4 damage at the end of every turn for a max of 4. That's actually pretty decent. We're going to have this, so we're going to have all 4 of them. This upgrade allows you to manipulate the dimension heart. So now we've unlocked these, we can manipulate with deed and heart, I think. Was it the game that crashed or the internet? I think something happened with my PC where it kind of made it freeze, because Twitch froze, the game froze, and I just had to basically just do a manual reset on my PC. I have no idea. It was a whole thing, and I just was like, you know what? Never mind. Right, so where are we going now? Our father's funeral. That's a mausoleum. It might be around here, actually, because if that's a mausoleum, that's where funerals are really... Yeah, I don't know what it was. Oh, okay. We've got all this stuff, which we can maybe get rid of. Okay, we've got 4 in here. We've got Wonder. We're not going to read any of those because we've already had those. Cool, so no information there. Right.
Excuse me, may I? I need to get to a funeral.
He's a tempermancer. Don't let him through.
Force your way through.
Good manners are a waste of time.
Get that heretic with fire and sword.
Oh, we're fighting. Listen, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Tubbs? Okay, issue an order. Select yourself or a Salator. Oh no, fucking Peter Griffin over here. Summoning another Salator. You can summon another Salator at any time. A green frame around Salator's image means that you are exceptionally effective in a fight with a given enemy. Read the description above the Salator to find out why they will be useful for that moment. Okay, so this is good. That's suggested. So we go for this one. But if we was to do this, it gives us this one. Okay, so we've got 3 rounds to get around. So it's your big boy who is the... He's going to be attacking first. We can CC him. He's got 37 health. We've got full health at the moment, so we don't need to be doing that. Right, so we're going to do this. Suffering gives a 60% chance of slowing the enemy's actions. I think we should go for this. Because it's going to slow him down. If we can slow him down, that'll be great. That means his action will go on a later... Enemy reinforcements are on the way. So it's not slowed him down. He's going to be taking more damage over time over the next... Focus reduces focus by an additional 1 point if the enemy is in a suffering state. So he is suffering. So how about we go for that? And you can use that on your boy. So we're going to try and CC him down. We're going to CC him again. Oh fuck. Okay. I thought we was actually going to get him. Okay, I think we might have made a bit of an error there. Okay, attack. He's still suffering, and we should be able to get this in before his suffering ends. So we're going to use... But that's going to take... That, so it's pointless doing that, actually. We're going to use this quick attack, because then the damage over time is going to take him out. And then on this boy, we're going to use this. Okay, so he's going to go in a minute. He's going to die from the damage over time. So he's downed. Now on this boy, we're going to use a... We do need to get him down. If we use this and then a 1 from upper, that will reduce them by 2. And then we can do this again for the next round. He's only got 2 points of focus left, so if we can get rid of these 2 points of focus now, before he makes his move, which it will, that means then we can then do some big damage on your boy. Has he got a Hitler moustache? Okay, so now he's in breakdown, so he's vulnerable to strong attacks. We can do conclusion, gives the chance to interrupt the enemy's planned attack. And we're gonna also go restores health, which of half of what you've lost, so it's going to give us 10 health here. Well, he's not dead yet, but this should give us some more health. This gives us 10 health, which is perfect. Your boy's coming in with a gun, he's cheating. Okay, traits. Enemies that have a trait that can make them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions and they can be disabled. Okay, so it's saying what resistance it's got. So disabling traits to disable an enemy's trait. Attack them with a Celator that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay, so he has got a heart. So we're going to be using upper. Attack with upper to disable. He's got a lot of focus and a fair bit of health actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to use old wound here. We're going to get some health back from doing this, but then it takes too long to do. On. This is going to do damage over time, which is going to be nice. And it's got a 60% chance of slowing the enemy's actions. So we're gonna use that. It's gonna do damage over time and so hopefully slow them down. Then we've got the target's health determines how much points. So they've got quite a bit of health. So we're actually gonna get that in now. That has slowed them down, which is fantastic news. Planned attack, quick attack. We're going to use the... He's already got that going on, so we're going to reduce the focus. I think. It's only going to do 1 damage, so it's not going to be the end of the world. So we're going to actually try and reduce his focus here. Right, disabled. Lovely. Okay, so in this time round, he's going to actually use his stylish shot. So, in the best interest, we want to try and get as much damage as we can. He's got 22 there. And then with this, he's going to do damage to us. He's going to use that after he does his damage, so we're actually going to get more than 5 health. Okay, we cheated as well. We got a gun. Okay, 10 health. That's going to be going next. Yeah, we'll go for this. This should give us some health back. 10 health back, yeah. There we go. Lovely.
That was so enchanting. Spectacular. You with a scowl and a puffed out chest, and them dropping like flies in the blink of an eye? Collapsing on their own, becoming delirious? Extraordinary. Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Would you care to give me an interview?
Thank you, but I'm already late.
Okay, so let's read these here. Obituary notice: the late Franciszek Hill Mantel went to be a lord following brief yet painful agony, having received the sacraments on August 18th, 1905 at the age of 65. The bereaved family is asking all relatives and friends to join them at the funeral service held at the St. Anna's Church of Kukowski, that one, on the 25th of August at 11 o'clock, followed by the transfer of the body to the family tomb at the Pawlowski Cemetery. Okay. The parish announcements: Saturday, 7 a.m. votive service in honour of Our Lady of the Rosary for the intention of the brothers and sisters of the Confraternity of the Holy Rosary. 9 o'clock, Holy Mass, which will be followed by the recitation of the Litany of Loreto, with a prayer of the conversion of sinners. Okay. Alright, something else to be reading here. Oh, that's actually a fair amount. Well, we're not going to read that. We're just going to get the experience, what we can. Nothing here to be investigated. Okay. Yeah, right, so we're going to read these. Yeah, it's just going to give us a little bit more experience. We're going to need all the experience we can get for the traits. Nothing's up there, and I imagine... yeah, up here. Talk to you.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Don't know the cause.
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Okay. Nothing around here that we can read. Right, we're going to go in, then we're going to do this funeral, and then we're going to end up calling it a stream anyway, because I was going to call it a stream soon. Following.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Stasha loved you in his own way. You look well. Lygia said he found some quack healer.
Yes, thank you.
You don't recognize me, do you? But do you remember who taught you how to shoot starlings?
Uncle Voronian, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I probably wouldn't recognize myself anymore. Go look in on your sister. She's worried. We'll talk at home.
Okay.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but... For now, I don't have time to think things through calmly.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but... what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
No, let's say goodbye.
Fine, let's get this over with.
We'll say goodbye and that'll be it.
So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago.
Read the obituary out loud.
After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth.
Okay, let's leave.
Farewell, Father.
So we're not the biggest fan of our Papa.
Am I intruding?
Ask how long he's been eavesdropping.
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life, I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
Admit that you don't say that you don't intend to stay here for long, maybe.
I don't think so. I intend to leave as soon as I wrap up my family obligations. I doubt we'll have time to meet again.
Who knows? Again, my condolences.
Okay. What's his game?
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kanieczkin.
Kanieczkin.
Ivan Kanieczkin.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. Interesting character.
Such interesting friends you had.
Oh. I think that means...
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
No, I think that means there's a... Salator around. Okay then. So I'm going to save that there. I'm going to say new save and we're just going to say stream. There we go. So I'm going to leave that there, everyone, because it's bang on 8 o'clock actually, so that's quite nice. But that's been quite an interesting little play, actually. I'm quite intrigued to see how this is going to go. Obviously a little bit out there. Don't really know the premise so far, as in, are we just going around just trying to get more Salators or whatever? I don't know, but I guess we'll find out anyway, because I'm going to be definitely playing this some more over the next couple of weeks or so, or maybe over just the next week. We should finish it off. I don't know how many streams it should be. Hopefully it's not as fucking terrible as today, because obviously we've had one crash and one complete balls up on the PC, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to go get some food anyway, so I hope people enjoyed. I know it's not really the most riveting of gameplay, but it's one of those things. It's just something a little bit different and a different change of pace, I guess. Of course, anyone who wants to keep up with the playthrough and the channel, obviously drop a follow. Those YouTube, drop a sub, but obviously come over to the stream anyway. This is where the good stuff is, and join us on the Discord if there's any recommendations of anything you think I'm going to like it on stream, off stream. You know, obviously drop them in there. And then there is a community night booked for next Saturday, which is going to be Gang Beasts. Anyone's welcome. I do believe you do need it on Xbox or Game Pass to play it. I think that's the majority of what people are going to have it on anyway. So yeah, people are more than welcome to come along. It's not streamed, of course. It's just a little get together where people can fuck around. And of course, thank you very much, Timmy D, for the tier 2 sub and the 5 gifted subs. Yeah, it's very generous of your good self. Hopefully, I'll see you a little bit later on, mate. And obviously everyone else. But I'll see everyone when I see you. So if I don't see you, have a lovely week. But obviously, I'll hope to see you very soon. And I'll be dropping the schedule off tomorrow, I think it is. So yeah. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Take it easy and have a lovely night. So take care now and bye-bye.